Hello! So, we are going to go ahead and beat up this poor Chrono Pangu dragon, which feels kind of weird. You know, with all of these special divines, you expect them to put up a little bit of a fight, but there you go. He's been murdered. Pretty unfortunate, but we get an additional 30 divine tickets and that ticket for that boss there. And now we move on to, what is that, the 4th round now? And we're probably not going to finish the 4th round because the thing is we already have the Bludgeon Dragon, so there isn't really a need for us to finish the next round completely. I mean, maybe we'll get the boss dragons done just because we get the bonus ticket, but apart from that, probably not really going to be too interested in continuing with that boss challenge event. But we have 77 divine tickets, which ain't too many, but I want to really try and go for this Colossus Dragon. So we're going to be opening divine chests again and hoping for the best. You know, the odds of getting multiple pieces for the dragons aren't great, but we're now 6 pieces away. So do you think we can get 6 pieces of the Colossus Dragon in this many chests? I think luck would say that we're more likely to than not. But these are the divine chests. Anything can happen. Every single chest you open could be a Chrono Pangu. So I am going to leave myself open. Like, stop giving me pieces for that lilac corn now. Every time I see pieces for the other epics and the rares, it's just like, please stop. I beg. There we go. One more piece. One more piece. One more piece. One more piece. Please give it to me. And plus, let's not forget that getting pieces for the furnace would be pretty stellar as well, because we need another, what is it, 60 for him? And getting the Guan would be pretty good. I mean, our chances aren't very high anymore, but they're still there. They're still there. I hope that you've been having good luck yourself, though, because, you know, most of you have probably been taking part in more of the events than I have. There we go! I'm very happy. You have no idea how desperate I was for this dragon. It's like a blue birdie boy. I had to own this dragon, otherwise it just wouldn't have made sense. You know, I really wanted to get it, but there we go. There is the blue Colossus Dragon. Wonderful. We also got 5 pieces of the chang'e dragon by doing that, which I'll take. Not going to complain. Could have been 120 pieces, but I am not going to, you know, say I hate my luck. At least I got what I came here to do today, which is pretty good. So we will go ahead and probably try and hatch the Colossus Dragon straight away. 40 pieces. That's alright. That's alright. But I am going to take the duplicate ticket. Because, again, the duplicate, every ticket, could be something spectacular. So rather than keeping a bunch of... Stop this 40 madness. Every time you get a duplicate dragon, that could be something else that you want instead. So I would suggest trading in your duplicate tickets, unless you are severely desperate for a bunch of duplicates. Maybe keep 1 duplicate, but past that, it's probably not a lot of point in doing so. But we're probably just going to get a ton of epic pieces now. We're probably going to get a second Colossus, just so they're going to go, hey, you wanted a Colossus, so have more. It's normally what tends to happen. But one of the other main things about opening these chests is that you can get a lot of food, you can get a lot of gold, and you can get VIP tickets as well, which ain't too bad. And plus I'll take some of the decorations. Some of the decorations from these chests are pretty good as well. But I'm sure we've all opened so many... Stop, that's 340 times for epics that I don't need. So what do we get in our last set of regular chests? 5 more pieces for chang'e. We have not gotten many pieces for Chrono Pangu, is all I'm going to say. Because before we had more pieces of Chrono Pangu than we did the chang'e, now we're at more for the chang'e. Boy, my poor heart cannot handle this. It's just never going to give me either of them, is it? Although I'm sure if I ever got a full divine piece, people would be calling, like, fake. Because people have said that before. It's like, what? You bred the dragon that you won on day 1 twice in a row? Wow, you must be hacking. It's just like, no. Sometimes DML's just like that. It just gives you the dragon of the month immediately. Sometimes it might take you 200 attempts. Sometimes the game is just not very nice to you. But either way, we do have the lilac corn and the colossus dragons to hatch. But since we are using the rust and fire combination for the monthly, it's probably not a good idea for us to put in more than one dragon's egg into the hatchery. So even though I would want to see both of them out and about, it is a much better idea for us to just not do that. Like, if this next egg after this is another 30-minute cooldown, that's gonna suck, and we're not gonna have the space for it. So while you're trying to go for the dragons of the month, do also remember that you need enough hatchery slots. So even though you've got all these cool new dragons to hatch, you do actually need to keep the space for other things. But, you know, I have been using my one-day VIP tickets rather than adding VIP using gems so far, because we do have the gem spending event. I'm not sure exactly what we are going to be doing with it all, but that's what I mean. A 48-minute cooldown is like the worst thing that could have happened just there. But that's just what it's like. If you put any dragon into your hatchery to try and hatch it, and then you get a cooldown like that, you've only got yourself to blame at the end of the day. And you have to just remember that you're being inefficient. So if you can avoid doing that, that's probably going to help you out a ton. But luckily for us, we do have Chronos available. So when our food is available, then I'm going to collect all of that in 46 minutes, and then we're going to use Chronos. And then everything is going to be fine and dandy. Isn't it wonderful? Having your mistakes or your inefficiency covered up by VIP. I'm joking, by the way. I hate the fact that you get so many benefits just for, you know, paying more money in these types of games. Like, I just wish that there was a fair version of DML where everyone was basically the same and it was all an equal playing field with how good your dragons were, and the only thing that changed about how good you are was based off of your own skill. But, you know, if I was expecting that, I would not be playing DML. I'd be playing something else. Even Pokemon's pretty skewed depending on the Pokemon that you use. So I don't even know if I'd consider Pokemon the, like, thing that I'd want. If Pokemon ever brought out a thing where you got to choose your own Pokemon, like on the Smogon website, and take them into a fight, or Pokemon Showdown, and they could do that for DML, I'd like that. But hey ho, we're talking in high fantasy. I mean, I'm sure some people love the pay-to-win aspects in games like this, where it's like, oh, I'm really far behind, but if I pay $20, I can get a bunch more resources. I'm sure a lot of people love that. I just add VIP basically because it's a necessity. And, you know, doing content on it helps quite a lot with being able to just pick up the game and play it. But it's not something that I enjoy. Not by any stretch. That's why I have been stuck at VIP level 19 for how long? 3 years? Maybe 2 years? Something like that. I have not gone up from VIP 19 to 20 at all. Just screw that, dude. Just screw that. I'm not going to invest into divine chests or anything like that. Not beyond, you know, finishing the rounds in the event. Doing the castle events and things like that. That's fine. You can do most of that for free. Depends on how much time you have. But I'm not the kind of person that's just gonna, you know, put on 3,800 gems and just buy divine chests outright. Like, not for me. And I feel like a lot more people are getting burnt out from that because the divines are feeling a lot less special these days. So I don't know how they're really going to combat that in future. Because with so many exceptions and Chrono Divines and that coming out, it's like, well, the next set of Chrono Divines is probably just around the corner. So is it really a good idea to waste a ton of money on these dragons anymore? Or should we just, you know, wait and get some for free instead? I don't know, to be honest with you. So what is this task? Feed dragons. I thought it was petting, but there we go. Let's feed him. And then send gifts to our friends. I should definitely remember to do this more often, by the way. If you haven't gifted your friends yet, I highly suggest going through and gifting them. Plus, if you gift people, it just lets them know that you're active, and you might end up getting a few more gifts for a few days. That tends to be the case with me. On Windows, I get gifts anyway, but on an account like my Android account, which I never log into, it actually helps quite a lot. And plus, you know, people are gonna make this space on their friends list for you, despite how small it is. It's probably worth giving them back whenever you can remember. I just am very forgetful. And plus we get special gems and bonuses for our friendship milestone stuff. I mean, I haven't really worried about Totem of Friendship in a long time because we've got like 700,000 points, but if we'd have been doing our friendship stuff every day, we'd have millions. We would be a friendship millionaire, and that would sound fantastic, actually. But anyway, for now, that is going to do my Divine Chest opening for now. So, good luck with all of your opening. I hope you get all of the base dragons so that you can get a hold of dragons like the Guan Furnace. As you can see, I haven't hatched a single one so far, so I would have to do a lot of hatching within the next 20 days. But, regardless, thank you for joining me. And until next time, I will see you then.